The thing I want to say to you before we move forward is Pastor Ivan said that we are gathering the nations. We're gathering the nations for what? We're gathering the nations to gather ourselves to Him. Yes. And in the Spirit of God, Ephesians 4:4, one faith, one Spirit, one body, one Lord, one God of all. So that the imprint of Yahweh, the divine imprint of Yahweh must be upon us. If we love God, then we love God's people. Yes. I said if we love God, then we love God's people. There is nothing about what we're doing, the vision and mission means anything if we cannot love God's people. Okay? So God is bringing us to a place of unearthing Him. I want to release something to you prophetically today before I pray over you. And Pastor Evan has been very prophetic in his message this morning. I don't know if you heard. But there's a glory culture that has been unearthed here. A glory culture that has been unearthed that means everything about that makes God God is going to be unleashed on you. And when that is unleashed on you, you will self-maintain. You will look after yourself when it comes to needs, when it comes to spiritual needs. You will look after the pastors, the spiritual moms and dads of this house, which is the leaders and the pastors. You will be able to prophesy and speak into their lives. There is an equipping that is going to come upon Restoration Covenant that is going to be uncanny. You will not find a need to call somebody to lay hands on you and pray for you because you have done it yourself. And I want to praise Pastor Roscoe. Pastor Roscoe, the Lord was showing me something this morning. Pastor Roscoe, come out here. This is our young handsome man. Now Pastor Roscoe and I, I'm giving you a couple of lineage secrets. Pastor Roscoe and I have the kind of same bloodline from somewhere across the line. I'm not going to go into details. But we kind of, it's my brother, okay? But the Lord was showing me something prophetically. Pastor Roscoe many months ago preached on the swagger of wenties. There is a swagger. I want him to show you what God has been showing me that's going to come upon the body of Christ. Come on, swagger, not like you're from Nims. You're going to swagger like you're from wenties. Okay, swagger. Yeah. Whether you're from Nims or from Chassis or you're from Wentworth, doesn't matter where you're from, Lars. When you swagger like that, a man who swaggers knows who he is on the territory. Now let me tell you something about the territory. The territory has been built to serve you. The territory has been built to worship you. So when you swagger, you need to swagger that Yahweh has been placed inside of you for the earth to respond to you. Amen. Where we are going, this is what I'm going to release to you prophetically today. Where we are going, we need to have a spiritual swagger. Because you know who you are. You know how you breathe. You know how you move. You know how you live. When you see the pets and all of the cookies and all of the people in the house, they got to have the same swagger that we have. That the spiritual parents have. They got to sound the same. They got to be the same. They got to command the same. And Pastor Rich is like, yes, the ladies of the house, whether you ask Molly or you ask Chantel, anybody here, they have got to sound like the house. We have one voice, one because we're being fed by one spirit. And because of that, we will sing the same chorus upon the earth. So it means that when you see Pastor Roscoe as you move on, you've got to teach him. I can swag because it's in my blood. I can swagger. Okay? When you see me dance, I can swagger. You see, the Lord was showing me something very vast and I didn't know where it fitted in. The Lord gave me a revelation of the Eskimos, and He gave me a revelation of the Red Indians, and He gave me a vision of the Khoisan people, and He gave me a vision of the Indian people, the African people from South Africa. And He showed me that everything about them pertains to the environment. And how the environment responds to them and how they respond to the environment. If you meet a South African, nobody can be rhythmic in nature. Nobody can be harmonious in nature. If you put on even the guitar and you play Bakanga music and you go chingling, chingling, there's something in there that resounds with His spirit because He responds to the environment via a rhythm. When He's walking all those miles to work, language. That was quick with it.